Imagine waking up each day knowing exactly what step to take next, free from doubt and indecision. Imagine living in a world where clarity isn't rare. It's your default state. The truth is, there's an extraordinary power within you, waiting to be accessed. And today, we're going to unlock it together. Because once you learn the daily ritual that connects you to your deepest knowing, you'll transform the way you navigate every corner of your world. Most of us grow up believing that logic and reason are the ultimate decision-making tools. We're taught to weigh pros and cons, analyze the risks, gather data, and only then make a move. And yes, logic matters. But here's the problem. Data alone can never capture the whole picture. Numbers can't always measure the nuance of human connection, the ripple effects of a choice, or the invisible signals your subconscious picks up on. Have you ever met someone who seemed to make bold choices without hesitation? The kind of person who appears almost lucky, landing opportunities, pivoting at the right time, or spotting openings others miss. You might think it's luck, but often it's not. It's intuition, refined, trained, and integrated with logic. And the good news? You can train it too. Here is what I'll explore: how to blend intuitive insights with analytical rigor for superior decisions. We'll talk about the power of intuition checkpoints in your daily life and business processes. And we'll look at why, in 2025 and beyond, leaders who ignore intuition and rely only on big data and AI are setting themselves up for blind spots that could cost them everything. A few years ago, a CEO of a rapidly growing tech company faced a crossroads. Every piece of market data told him to expand aggressively into a new international market. The projections looked promising. The consultants gave their green lights. But something in his gut didn't align. He couldn't explain it logically. It was just an uneasy sense. Against pressure from his board, he decided to pause. Months later, political instability rocked that exact region, and competitors who jumped in quickly were forced into massive losses. His company? It redirected its resources into a different innovation, one that became their flagship product. What's fascinating here isn't just the outcome. It's that his intuitive pause, combined with rational analysis, saved the company millions and set it on a stronger path. That's what I mean when I say intuition is not a mystical luxury, it's a strategic edge. Now let's bring this closer to you. How can you access this kind of knowing every day? When you wake up, before you reach for your phone, sit quietly for 5 minutes. Take a few deep breaths. Then ask yourself a single question. What feels like the next right step today? Don't overthink. Just notice. Your mind may try to analyze, but your body will whisper. Maybe it's reaching out to someone. Maybe it's resting. Maybe it's starting a project you've delayed. Write it down. Over time, you'll begin to see a pattern. And here's the beauty. You're not abandoning logic. You're creating a feedback loop where your intuition points the way and your analysis confirms the path. Think about the world we're living in today. AI systems crunch billions of data points in seconds. Companies live and die by algorithms. Politicians consult polling models before making a move. But here's the flaw. What happens when the data doesn't exist yet? What happens when the future is shifting faster than the models can predict? That's where intuition comes in. And the leaders of tomorrow, the ones who thrive, will be the ones who know how to combine both. Take the story of a startup that relied entirely on machine learning to predict consumer behavior. Their algorithm said to double down on one feature, but human intuition from the product team said otherwise. They felt users weren't ready emotionally for the shift. The leadership ignored the intuitive insights, trusted the numbers, and spent millions building what nobody wanted. Within a year, they collapsed. Contrast that with another company in the same sector. Their data pointed one way, but their leadership team made space for intuition checkpoints. They paused, asked their team what felt off, and noticed subtle resistance. They pivoted. Months later, their alternative product line exploded in popularity. Same industry, same data, Two very different outcomes. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Scientists studying quantum physics have observed something called non-locality, better known as entanglement. Two particles, separated by distance, can influence each other instantly, beyond the speed of light. No wires, no physical connection, just a subtle, invisible link. What if your subconscious mind operates in a similar way? What if your intuition isn't random, but rather a subtle form of picking up on signals, patterns, and information your conscious mind can't yet process? Think about it. How many times have you thought of someone just before they called? Or sensed a change in the room before anyone said a word? These are not coincidences. They're glimpses of a deeper layer of awareness. One of the most famous examples comes from the world of science. The chemist Auguste Kekule struggled for years to understand the structure of benzene. Logic and data gave him no answers. Then one evening, he dozed off and dreamed of a snake biting its own tail. He woke with a flash of insight, the ring structure of benzene. That leap, unexplainable by data alone, revolutionized chemistry. History is full of these moments. Einstein's thought experiments, Steve Jobs' gut-driven design choices, Elon Musk's intuitive bets. The greatest breakthroughs often come not from endless spreadsheets, but from daring to trust the whispers within. So how do you make this practical in your daily life? 3 steps. Integrate, iterate, innovate. Integration means setting aside moments where you intentionally combine logic with intuition. Ask not just what do the numbers say, but also what feels aligned. Iteration means building intuition checkpoints into your processes. Every time you review a project, pause and ask, are we forcing this, or does it feel naturally aligned? Innovation means trusting intuitive leaps, then testing them. Intuition sparks, analysis validates. This cycle leads to breakthroughs others miss. Now picture the leaders of tomorrow, the ones who will navigate constant disruption, AI acceleration, climate shifts, and social change. Those leaders won't just rely on data dashboards. They'll cultivate intuition as seriously as they cultivate strategy. Because adaptability and foresight require more than numbers. They require a sense for what data hasn't yet revealed. In 2025, companies that rely only on big data will keep hitting blind spots. They'll optimize what has been, but miss what's emerging. Meanwhile, those who blend intuition with analysis will spot opportunities early, adapt faster, and innovate deeper. And here's the truth for you. This isn't just about CEOs or tech giants. It's about your life, your relationships, your career, your well-being. Every decision you make is an opportunity to practice integration, listening to your gut, aligning it with logic, and stepping forward with confidence. Imagine for a moment your life 1 year from now. Picture yourself facing decisions with ease instead of doubt. Imagine spotting opportunities before others see them. Imagine navigating change, not with fear, but with quiet confidence. That's the power of intuition integrated with logic. It's not a dream. It's a skill. And it begins the moment you choose to practice. Now here's your next step. Don't just leave this as inspiration. Make it a practice. Tomorrow morning, give yourself 5 minutes of silence. Ask, what feels like the next right step today? Write it down. Watch how your life begins to align. And if you're ready to keep building this intuitive edge, subscribe now. Because each week, we go deeper, giving you the tools to sharpen your inner compass and thrive in a world that's changing faster than ever. And one more thing. Drop a comment below and share the last time your intuition guided you. Your story might be the spark someone else needs to start trusting their own.